Welcome inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse after a thrilling win for the Fever, 114-106 over the Chicago Sky in overtime. Where to begin in this one? The Fever were up by as many as 19 points in the first half of this game, trailed by 6 points heading into the fourth quarter. Ultimately, came out with a win. Skylar Diggins for the Sky burying a big-time three with just 0.9 seconds remaining to tie things up, sending this game to overtime. That's after Kelsey Mitchell turned it over uncharacteristically. The Fever had this game in hand. That is the third consecutive game that the Fever have had a double-digit lead and ultimately blown it. But they've won 2 of those games, so you can't argue with the results, but this team is nothing if not entertaining. Aliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark were phenomenal on Thursday night, each with over 30 points, each with a double-double. They're the first teammates in WNBA history to have over 30 points and a double-double in the same game. They were on fire. There wasn't a lot of defense in this game, but there was a lot of pinpoint passing, a lot of crisp offense. Caitlin Clark was sensational, getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line, something that she has been not exactly happy about, but got to the free throw line quite a few times and put those opportunities in. So big time for her. And Aliyah Boston, can't say enough about her, stretching the floor from 3. The improvement from beyond the three-point line has been remarkable. And stretching the floor, mid-range shots, finishing down low, 34 points, a career high for Aliyah Boston, 12 rebounds. Just big shot after big shot, big moment after big moment in this game. Now, you can't excuse, 15-plus turnovers. You can't excuse blowing a 19-point lead, but you got the win at the end of the day. So we got a chance to hear from Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston after this one here on Thursday.
A game of, obviously basketball is a game of runs, but I felt like it was a game of, extreme runs. It was we were down 6, then we were up 6, then they were up 6. So, that's a 12-point turn, and I felt like that was consistently happening. So I think for us, still the areas for us to grow are, once we have somebody, put away, keep it that way. And obviously, game execution needs to be better. I think we can, just obviously take care of the ball a little bit better and, execute a little bit better down the stretch. But also, it was a tough shot Skylar made, and they made free throws down the stretch. They never gave up. But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, for either of you, this is the third straight game you've had that double-digit lead in the second quarter or third quarter, then lost it kind of in that way. Just what similarities do you see between these 3 games and losing the lead like that, and what can you do to just stop that from happening?
Most of it's on us. We just have to make sure that we're taking care of the ball. I think in some of those stretches where teams go on run, we've turned the ball over 2 out of the 3 possessions in a row, and then we're not getting stopped. So for us, it's about sometimes maybe slowing ourselves down a little bit, making sure that we get a quality shot, and then locking down on defense. I think Chicago got out some transition buckets, got downhill a little bit, hit the pocket, and we weren't able to recover. So for us, just about taking care of the ball and then making sure that we're executing.
Leah, that's a career high for you. Most shots you've taken in the game, too. What was it about the way you were being covered or the way you were attacking that you felt like got you going?
I think it was just my mindset of just trying to attack. They have pretty long bigs, so for me, just trying to find different ways to score at the basket. I think I missed some super easy bunnies at the rim, but I think it helped knocking down 2 threes to start early in the game, and I was kind of able to just attack differently after that.
Maisha was pretty fired up after her block. She said that Stephanie White said, you guys don't have any shot blockers. She was amped about that one. What did her energy give you guys late in this game?
Yeah, Mai comes with great energy. I think defensively as well, she was just a solid body that was able to just contest every shot, and she got some really big rebounds for us.
She was a plus 25, so that's pretty dang impressive.
Hey, Caitlin, other than your time on the court together, what do you think has contributed to the growth and chemistry among you 2 over the years?
I think we're good friends. That always helps. You can be teammates and play basketball, but if you really care for each other and love each other off the court, and I think that goes for our whole team, is when you have that bond and you truly get to know somebody and build a relationship with them, that helps, because when you're on the court, you're going to go through moments of adversity. That's just basketball, and that's what helps you get you through. But also, I feel like I always know where Aliyah is. I think we got a little telepathy now, so hopefully we get that going more too.
Caitlin, that third quarter, you and Steph pick up some techs, but it seemed like the team responded after that. What did that maybe do to kind of ignite you all and get out of that lull?
Yeah, I was glad to see Steph get a technical. And she said the ref was soft.
Crazy.
She said she thought she didn't deserve it, but yeah, the same ref teed us both up. But mine was definitely deserved, but I wanted it. Because then after that, I got to the free throw line more. So, and the third quarter kind of started off when they were the only ones going to the free throw line, and eventually we got there. But I mean, hopefully if like your coach gets a technical, like that should fire the team up. Like you should want to go to war after that, and I feel like we did, and kind of made a little bit of a run there, and then especially at the start of the fourth quarter, we made a run to close it like within a minute and a half or 2 minutes, which is pretty impressive out of the start of the fourth as well. Last one. You're good. Yeah, I know. Nobody's asking me about my shoes.
I am going to ask you about your shoes.
Okay, you don't have to say that now. It's totally okay. If you weren't.
Sorry. But I mean, it's an Eras Tour Kobe's,
Yeah,
right?
they're
So
fire.
what's the story behind those? And then you're
Yeah.
also wearing an anklet. So is there any
Yeah.
significance behind that?
Well, I'm wearing like some friendship bracelets on my socks. I don't know if that's allowed. I might be getting fined from the league for that, but that's all right. I'll pay that too. But yeah, these are my last PEs that I was going to debut, so I saved the best ones for last. But obviously, you guys know I'm a big fan of Taylor, and the Eras Tour was the best concert of all time. So that's what I like the thought behind these, and I think they're pretty fun. I've never had so many people ask me for my shoes after the game today. Like literally every kid was screaming for them, and I felt bad. I'm like, honestly, no, sorry. I got to keep them. But I felt bad, but yeah. I thought they looked pretty good out there. What'd you think?
I think they're
All right,
awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
They don't ask how, they ask how many. The Fever now 7-5 on the season. Next up Saturday against the Connecticut Sun. That game is on WTHR as well. So the last two games have been on WTHR, and they've come down to the wire, and Fever have played quite well. At least a lot of offensive numbers, right? Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston both playing really well lately. Sophie Cunningham was out of this ball game with a right elbow injury. Hopefully she's back on Saturday. But the Fever are 7-5. You'd rather learn from a win than a loss, but you got to cut down on turnovers. And you gotta, Caitlin Clark said it. You heard her after the game. When you have a team down and out, keep them that way. Keep them there. It's something that this young team's got to work on. It's a long season left, but you got the win here on Thursday night over the Chicago Sky. Again, 114-106 in overtime. Again, Caitlin Clark, 32 points, 10 rebounds. 32 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. Aliyah Boston, a career high, 34 points and 12 rebounds. Just sensational from those two. Kelsey Mitchell putting in 19. Oh, by the way, so your big three playing well on offense. You got to tighten the screws on defense. There's no doubt about that. All right, that's it for here from Gaybridge Fieldhouse. We'll see you Saturday for the Fever and Sun on WTHR. Game number 13 on the season. Keep it locked on Channel 13 and right here on WTHR, our streaming platform for all your Fever coverage. I'm Dominic Miranda. We'll see you next time.